Welcome to the program that brings you the latest updates on the activities of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ that have been held around the world. I'm Sister Nicole Makatangay, and this is the good news on our headlines. Holy baptism in the Ecclesiastical District of Mountain States yield more new Church of Christ members. Evangelical mission in the Ecclesiastical District of Washington, D.C., Mid-Atlantic brings the pure gospel close to many. New members in the Ecclesiastical District of Northeast California attend the Welcome My Brethren program. Unity Games in the Ecclesiastical Districts of Italy South and Manitoba highlight sportsmanship and camaraderie among participants. And In Concert features INC original music performances. The details of your good news follow shortly.
Bakit kailangan pa na matiyak ng isang tao kung sino ang tunay na Diyos? Hindi bang importante ay miyembro siya ng isang relihiyon at may ginagawang pagsamba sa Diyos?
Naniniwala ako na talagang obligasyon natin na maglingkod sa Diyos. Pero kailangan pa ba na nasa loob ng Iglesia ni Cristo?
Abangan ang mga sagot sa inyong mga katanungan dito sa Biblia ang Sasagot.
Mga kaibigan, dahil po sa hirap ng buhay sa kasalukuyan ay marami po sa ating mga kababayan ang nagiging mapamaraan o madiskarte. Naghahanap ng karagdagang trabaho o dili kaya ay nang dagdag oras sa trabaho upang kumita ng mas malaki at ma-provide o matugunan ng lumalaking pangangailangan ng kanilang pamilya.
Magkagayon man po mga kaibigan, dapat pong matiyak ng lahat na ang kanyang ginagawa ay hindi po labag sa batas na ipinatutupad ng pamahalaan, lalo na po hindi dapat labag sa batas ng atin pong Panginoon Diyos. At upang ito ay matiyak na marangal at matuwid, ay mahalagang malaman po natin kung ano ang itinuturo ng banal na kasulatan tungkol sa marangal na paghahanap buhay dito po sa programang Pasugo.
Our first story takes us to the Ecclesiastical District of Mountain States, where prospective Church of Christ members receive their much-awaited baptism. Sister Catherine Quito with the report.
The members in the Ecclesiastical District of Mountain States uphold their faith by holding a baptism in commemoration of the 109th anniversary of the Church of Christ. Those that were baptized express their transformative journey of faith and cleansing. This new chapter in their lives is a true testament of God's righteousness in these last days. Those in attendance were reminded of the importance in sharing their faith and to remain steadfast in their services to our Almighty God. This is a manifestation of the resilience each member has despite the hardships of life. Through these activities launched by the church administration of the Church of Christ, the members are edified and strengthened in their faith. From Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Sister Catherine Quito for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
The District of Washington, D.C., Mid-Atlantic held a district-wide evangelical mission in the local congregation of Temple Hills, Maryland. After the study of God's words, there was a Welcome My Brethren program where the brethren and visitors socialized over delicious refreshments prepared by the church officers. With it being back-to-school season, backpacks filled with school supplies were prepared by the brethren and distributed to the guests young and old in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia community who were delighted to receive them. In celebration of the 109th anniversary of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ, the District of Caribbean held multiple activities throughout Haiti, showing genuine care for their fellowmen. Members invited guests to evangelical missions and Care for Humanity outreach events that were led by the district's supervising minister, Brother Gary Garcia, at Ravine Pac and La Fonde. Following those activities, a baptism was held along with a Welcome My Brethren program at Petite Gove. Meanwhile, new and would-be church members, as well as guests, attended the Welcome My Brethren program in the Ecclesiastical District of Northeast California. Sister Neslie Cavero shares more.
After conducting a district baptism in the local congregation of Stockton, in a heartwarming display of camaraderie and inclusivity, the District of Northeast California hosted a delightful Welcome My Brethren activity, welcoming newly baptized brethren, guests, and doctrinal instructees alike.
I'm so blessed. I'm gonna tell them that if I can convince them to go to the church and just observe, just to see what's the Church of Christ is.
Welcoming newcomers and old friends alike, the activity provided an ideal setting for participants to build meaningful relationships and deepen their bonds of fellowship.
For today, we welcome Bible students and probationers, basically anyone who's wanting to get to know the church more, and hopefully they'll be a part of our Bible studies in the future.
What I hope they would take away from today's activity would be a sense of unity, not only just through like fun activities, but also that they may find like a fellowship with one another and having like that bond as a group, and being able to see everyone having fun and enjoying themselves. It can kind of create a more casual atmosphere that everyone can be part of, and it's a good entryway for anyone that is looking to join into activities like these.
The event's organizers planned an engaging program designed to encourage interaction and create a sense of belonging. With an emphasis on fostering connections within the community, the event brought smiles and warmth to all in attendance. From Northeast California, I'm Sister Neslie Cavero reporting for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
When the good news returns. From Europe to Canada to the United States, we'll look into more activities of the Christian family organizations of the Church of Christ. More stories coming your way. Please stay tuned.
Mga kaibigan, sa bawat bagay na gagawin ng tao ay lagi niyang iniisip kung ano ang mapapakinabang niya, lalo na kung ito ay napag-ukulan na niya ng malaking puhunan. Kaya naman ibinubuhos ng tao ang kanyang kakayahan sa paniniwalang yon ang ikabubuti niya. Subalit sa kabila po nito ay nakararanas pa rin ng kahirapan ng tao. Bakit po kaya sa kabila ng pagsisikap at mabubuting panukala ng tao sa buhay, ay nakararanas pa rin ng kahirapan at kabiguan ng tao? At sino lamang po ang tanging makapagtuturo ng makabubuti sa tao, hindi lamang sa mundong ito kundi maging sa araw ng paghuhukom? Yan po ang ating sasagutin sa susunod na episode ng programang Ang Iglesia ni Cristo.
Thank you for staying with us here on The Good News. For our next story, the Unity Games in the Ecclesiastical District of Italy South further strengthen the bonds among members through sports events. Sister Malu Infante has the details.
CFO members in the local congregation of Naples and Group Worship Service of Aversa and Salerno happily participated in the Unity Games. Sports event is a way to practice sportsmanship.
Questo tipo di attività non solo ha rafforzato la nostra fede, ma anche la fratellanza fra i membri.
Tagumpay po namin na isagawa ang aming aktibidad, ang Unity Games po. At ito po ay nagdagdag ng kasiglahan at pananampalataya sa magkakapatid at nagpatibay po ng aming pagsasamahan.
It allows brethren to share their athletic skills. brethren reunited and gathered in Lungomare, Sandro Pertini, with the guidance of their respective resident minister and ministerial worker, Brother Harry James Ford Bautista and Brother Mark Nelson Perante.
Napakaganda po ang aktibidad po na Unity Games po sapagkat ito ay makakatulong po sa kalusugan po ng bawat kapatid po.
A parade of every area was held, followed by the oath-taking and warm-up exercise of players. Brethren showcased their skills in playing basketball, volleyball, and badminton in a friendly competition. Players received cheers and great support from the brethren. Although other brethren traveled for more than an hour, this did not hinder them from participating in such activity.
Kami po ay naglakbay halos 2 oras po para marating po namin ang lahat pong pinagdawasan ng aktibidad po. Salamat po at kasama kami sa mga aktibidad na inilunsad po ng pamamahala.
They are once again thankful to the church administration for such activity, and they express that they will continue to participate in all the activities of the church.
Kami po ay nagpapasalamat ng napakarami sa ating pinakamamahal na tagapamahalang pangkalahatan, ang kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo, sapagkat pinagtibay po nila ang ganitong aktibidad, ang Unity Games dito po sa lokal ng Naples at sa mga GWS ng Aversa po at Salerno.
From Naples, Italy, I am Sister Melo Infante for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
Moving over to the Ecclesiastical District of Manitoba, members from all over the Saskatchewan region headed to Saskatoon for the highly anticipated Unity Games. Sister Lailani Garcia with the story.
Competitive sports are activities that involve exercise and skill in which individuals or a team compete against one another. The church administration understands that watching competitive sports brings excitement and entertainment to the audience. The District of Manitoba approved that Saskatchewan region hold a regional Unity Games for brethren to compete and to cheer on their respective local congregation. The local congregation of Saskatoon hosted this activity, which was held in Martinsville Athletic Pavilion. The brethren from other local congregations in the Saskatchewan region, such as Humboldt, Prince Albert, Swift Current, Wainwright, North Batterfold, Yorkton, Estevan, and Regina, were all united to drive and witness this exciting event. Players competed in badminton, volleyball, and basketball. The ministers and ministerial workers in the District of Manitoba also joined in the fun as the brethren enthusiastically cheered them on.
I enjoyed watching all of the games, just seeing the smile on the faces of our brethren. And truly, this has manifested the unity of our brothers and sisters in the faith here within our ecclesiastical district.
The event was a great success as everyone enjoyed playing, cheering, and eating while catching up with friends in Saskatchewan region. Unity Games has been held annually because this is an event that brings everyone together. Unlike other competitive events, Unity Games' participants do not look forward to negative intensity, but instead, members of the Church of Christ cheer and uplift each other no matter who wins or loses.
To our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, on behalf of the Ecclesiastical District of Manitoba, we would like to thank you so much for approving activities just like this. Many, if not all, of our brethren have truly been filled with joy and happiness through this Unity Games this year. And we hope and pray that the Church of Christ in its entirety will continue to reap more victories and successes through your dynamic leadership. We love you po.
Activities like this help to strengthen the love of the brotherhood and edifies the faith of the members of the Church of Christ. From Saskatchewan, I am Sister Leilani Y. Lucy Garcia for Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
Moving over to the Ecclesiastical District of Southern Ontario, members in Guelph fostered stronger bonds through a get-together. Here's the report.
Iglesia ni Cristo members in the local congregation of Guelph from the Ecclesiastical District of Southern Ontario, Canada, held an outdoor volleyball and picnic activity at Waterloo Park. Canada experiences cold weather throughout the year, so the Brethren take advantage of the summer season to carry out activities such as these. Laughter filled the venue as the Buklit, Kadiwa, and Binhi members enjoyed playing volleyball together. After doing physical activities, the Brethren spent lunch together and engaged in meaningful conversations, which all the men reinforced their bond of brotherhood. From Southern Ontario, Canada, I'm Sister Kikulani Manalang for the Gleshni Cristo News Network.
INC original music performances during the In Concert in the Ecclesiastical District of San Diego County, California, bring entertainment and inspiration to the audience. Sister Elma Trinidad tells us more.
Members of the Church of Christ in the Ecclesiastical District of San Diego County, California, came together for an in-concert event in Oceanside, California.
Today's activity was actually a two-part activity. The first one is our in-concert, and the second one, which is actually worldwide as well, is our Welcome My Brethren activity. We continue to do this all throughout the year and in the past years as well. And we'll continue to do this because this was launched by the church administration to help either our visitors or candidates for membership or candidates for baptism, those being prepared or very close to the baptism, to inspire them, to welcome them already to the Church of Christ, let them feel the love of the brotherhood, the unity that we observe here, and also to be inspired to keep moving forward in the teachings of God that they're receiving. Also, in connection with the Welcome My Brethren activity is our In Concert. And this is a concert provided by the members of the Church of Christ that has original INC music composed by our brothers and sisters in the faith all over the world. But it was performed by 8 local congregations here in this district. And the lyrics, all the lyrics is to uplift, to inspire, to help others with what they're going through, or just for others to have some peace, and for others just to be edified in the faith.
The inspiring activity included uplifting musical performances that aligned with the theme of the event, Rise, Radiant in Our Sacred Election.
We sang Blessings Abound, and it was basically about, making sure that we always look to God. No matter what happens in our lives, as long as we call on Him, that's all we have to do. And blessings will overflow in our lives. The song says, and these blessings abound for all in the INC. So as long as we're INC members and we're calling on Him for anything in our lives, blessings will rain down on us. That's also what's in the song. So I think that, it was very special to me because this season in my life, I feel so overwhelmed with blessings from all sides. So when I heard this song, I started crying and I knew I had to sing it for me and for the rest of the brethren and our guests because I truly believe it in my heart.
Through activities approved by the church administration like today's in-concert event, all who performed and attended were all the more reminded to believe in, trust in, and rely on our Almighty God.
So the title of our in-concert as well is Rise, which stands for Radiant in Our Sacred Election. Rise is also a theme we have in our district to rise up to the occasion. And Radiant in Our Sacred Election actually has to do as well with the 109th anniversary we're celebrating in the Church of Christ, to be so appreciative and proud and thankful for the blessing that God has given us, the election that we have as members of the Church of Christ. This occasion helps us to remember that, helps us to be reminded of how blessed we are, and it reminds all the members of the Church of Christ, from the eldest to the youngest, as you saw the performers as well, to remember truly how blessed they are.
From Oceanside, California, I'm Sister Alma Joy Trinidad for the Gleshni Cristo News Network.
In the Ecclesiastical District of Calgary, INC children show their knowledge in Bible lessons during the Tagisan ng Talino Bible Quiz. Sister Tricia Bartolome files this report.
The bright members of the Children's Worship Service, or CWS, gathered together from all across Canada to compete in the CWS Tagisan ng Talino Bible Quiz. Held in the city of Calgary at the 7 Chief Sportsplex, a representative from each district came prepared to show what they learned in the worship services. Distance was not a problem for the enthusiastic participants as they showcased their knowledge of the stories within the Bible. Parents not only showed their support for their children by helping them study the lessons, they also provided encouragement by bringing them to the activities and cheering them on. Activities such as these help reinforce Christian values in the youth of the church. During their time in the CWS, the children will take these lessons as they go through Bible studies and eventually become baptized members. Sister Eleni Ching, the winner of the competition, shares how she wishes to guide those younger than her after she is baptized, and how she was inspired by both her CWS teacher and her experiences of participating in several Tagisan ng Talino Bible quiz competitions. The CWS officers and teachers continue to help lead the children in studying the words of God. They guide them during the worship services and continue to work with the church administration to hold various activities that the children will enjoy and benefit from. Brother Justin Alistasis, a CWS teacher, helped organize and host the Battle of the Brains, and he explains the significance of the activity for the children. No matter what region of Canada our young participants came from, they're all taught the same teachings. Although the children will all return to their respective districts, they will take with them the same lessons. The children are not only taught these stories to be tested for these competitions, but these ultimately serve as a foundation for their young and growing faith. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, I'm Sister Trisha Bartolome for the Iglesia ni Cristo News Network.
You just saw some of the activities of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ around the world. To stay updated, you can watch Ibalita ang Pagliligtas at 12 noon and Iglesia ni Cristo News Live at 6 p.m. on weekdays. Be sure to catch the next edition of this program where there's always more of the good news. I'm Sister Nicole Makasangay. Stay safe and thank you for watching.